Being a high school teacher or leader provides an important opportunity for educators to help our students shape their identities into emerging adults. The high school years are a beautiful transition phase between the earlier years of development, where much is decided for us, to the independent years of adulthood, where the decisions are based on our needs and wants and talents. While in high school, the self-concept, identity, and motivation of our students sees a striking transition. Students tend to shift between peer groups in an effort to determine who they really are, and then to see it within a context that they already belong to, such as their race, religious affiliation, culture, or socioeconomic group. During these years, moral and ethical views are forged. Caring adults should take the opportunities to first build relationships and then give students an opportunity to flesh out this emerging view. As students transition through high school, reality begins to shape future life decisions to a greater degree. Decisions on employment and relationships are based more on talents and abilities than on wishes and dreams. Peer relations and moral development are both a source of great joy and great heartache through these high school years. With the aligning with different peer groups, students could engage in more risk-taking behavior. This behavior then could contrast with what is expected in their families or even go against school rules, causing a lot of discord. The desire for authentic peer and romantic relationships at this age often outpaces their developmental skill level. This is another opportunity for caring adults to step in, help our students process their choices, and then determine more productive ones for the future. Regarding the cognitive development that impacts academic achievement, our students at this age are within Erikson's identity versus confusion stage. The guiding question of this point is who I am, which also reflects back to that identity development. Also, with the cognitive development of high schoolers, their abstract thinking blossoms. They're able to also consider several points of view. Both of these then led to more rigorous and broad-looking texts and discussions to help our students fully develop all those neural pathways and explore their new and exciting feelings. High schoolers are also able to engage more deeply in metacognition and truly enjoy figuring out how they think. Logical operations are seen applied more in academic work, and then as they develop, students are able then to transition them to things in their personal life. High schoolers question the status quo and get an empowerment then, and at times rebelling against it. This is an important independent stage for educators to foster in our students, but also guide them to see how it's done to make true impact in society. Long-term thinking is seen at this age, but without a fully developed prefrontal cortex, it is not always impactful or effective just yet. The physical development of high schoolers sees height increasing, primarily in males, but also at times in females. Muscle mass is now able to build onto their skeletal frame, body fat is distributed, and secondary sexual characteristics such as beards in men are now seen. Males' voices also continue to deepen while females' hips tend to widen. The language and literacy development of this age is important for us as educators to embed texts that address their emergent thinking. Independent reading is required in many content areas, and with that, proficiency for comprehension and relative speed is needed. Should high schoolers not have these skills yet, this is an important juncture for educators to introduce reading interventions for future success. Multiple literacy sources also reach the teenage need for deep analysis and connections and should be considered in text selection. Throughout these years, there are ripe opportunities for introducing global and multicultural themes to help our students grow toward being global citizens in the 21st century. High school educators have the opportunity to support wonderful emerging students on their last stop in public schools before they reach their goals and head out for future adult success.